had a number of schools come from across the state to compete in the first standalone face-to-face archery tournament within the National Archery in the Schools program. We had 11 different schools show up. We had 150 to 160 students. The competition was excellent. The atmosphere was great. The school pride was there, and everybody had a wonderful time.
3, 2, 1.
This was the first face-to-face tournament where students actually compete against a school face-to-face. So we've had tournaments before in the past, a virtual tournament where schools would shoot at their own school, turn in scores via the internet, and then scores were documented in that manner. Today, what took place was a much more competitive atmosphere. Spirits were up, the kids had a great time, and it was just good all around for the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish and the Department of Education. I've heard it from all divisions, from elementary, middle, and high school, how much they enjoy archery, how much they want to get outdoors and shoot, how much they want to get connected with archery and the outdoors. The sport is an excellent sport, and it's working for New Mexico Department of Game and Fish, and it's also working for the Department of Education.
Okay, so you got a 10, you got a 9, you got an 8, and you got 2 6s.
The growth is exponential. Since we started the program, we had a handful of schools, 10. Now we have 55 schools, 40 on a waiting list, and that waiting list is growing. So I believe we have something like 130 schools waiting to be identified, equipped, and trained. And yeah, you know, the Hunger Games and movies that promote archery are just intensifying the sport, and we're growing, getting bigger, better, and more accurate as the years progress. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. There were scores in there that were 272 points, and a perfect score is a 300. So that is unbelievable. These scores are documented, and they are scored by a lane supervisor. So there's no, how would you say it? The scores are accurate. The scores are very accurate. This year we had 10 schools. The director wants me to triple this. So next year, if we can have 30 schools, 500 students, that would be a positive, excellent turnout.
Good job.
It was a close call. I showed before I even got to hear my score.
Oh yeah? So, are you excited to win? What are you going to do with this bow and arrow now?
I don't know.
You're going to be able to practice or take it out in the field?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, what do you recommend? Do you recommend other kids to participate in NASP?
Yes.
What would you tell them about the program?
It helps with the concentration, and it would be great for more people to join.
They need to contact me, either internet or phone. There is a waiting list, and we have to identify the school. We have to train the school within the program, and then we have to equip the school. And then we have to work with those schools in regional tournaments, state tournaments such as this, and hopefully get a team to nationals next year.